Lily grew up in what seemed like a happy family, though she had a habit of sneaking out at night and not returning until very late. One night, she spotted a police car parked outside her house from a distance and assumed her parents had called the police to look for her. Instead, the officers informed her that her parents had died in a car accident. The news hit her like a freight train, and she simply couldn't process it. Her uncle, who lived abroad, rushed back for the funeral and told her she could rely on him for anything she needed. But since she hadn't seen him in over a decade, trust didn't come easily. After the funeral, her parents' financial lawyer, Kevin, approached her and explained that he had helped draft their will, which stated that if anything happened to them, Lily and her younger brother would be placed under the guardianship of Terry and Irene. He reassured her that they had already inherited their parents' estate and handed her his business card, saying she could reach out anytime if she had questions or concerns. Terry and Irene had been family friends for over 10 years, and since they had no children of their own, they had always been especially fond of Lily. Soon after, Lily and her younger brother moved into their large house. Her 11-year-old brother, innocent and wide-eyed, found the new place exciting, while Lily wasn't thrilled about having to share a room with him. Terry explained it was only temporary, and she reluctantly went along with it. Things started to feel off not long after. One evening, Terry took Lily out to dinner alone, and on the drive back, he suddenly pulled over and leaned in close, which startled her. He quickly explained that he had only been trying to help fasten her seatbelt. Later that night, when Lily went to the living room to grab her homework, she saw Irene lying weakly on the couch, which unsettled her, though she said nothing. The next day, she went to see Kevin and mentioned having to share a room with her brother, along with some of Terry's behavior when they were alone that made her uncomfortable. She also brought up seeing Irene inject herself with something. Kevin said he understood how she felt, pointing out that Terry and Irene weren't her biological parents and that adjusting would take time, but he still agreed to look into it. Later, Lily learned from Kevin that the trust fund left by her parents was worth as much as $4 million. When confronted, Terry and Irene gave what sounded like reasonable explanations. Irene had diabetes and had simply been injecting insulin that night, and Terry said that if his actions had frightened her, he was sorry and hoped she could learn to trust them. They sounded sincere enough, and Lily started to wonder if she had overreacted. One day, Lily walked to Terry's nearby company to head home with him, only to see him in his office talking to two men before they suddenly shoved him against the glass. Startled, she quickly left the waiting area and wandered into the workshop, where she spotted a car identical to her father's sitting in a corner. A worker told her no one seemed to know who it belonged to, and that it had been parked there for months. On the drive home, Terry casually explained that it had just been a minor dispute with business partners. Nothing unusual, but Lily's unease about Terry and Irene kept growing. She began quietly observing them and memorized the access code to the house. Later, she searched online for news about her parents' accident and found something strange. They hadn't been driving their own car that night. She emailed Kevin, asking him to help verify the ownership of the vehicle involved. With all of this on her mind, Lily took a shower, only to wake up the next morning and find that Terry had finished the homework she hadn't completed. It turned out that inspectors would be coming by to check on things, and it seemed Terry and Irene had gotten advance notice. When the inspector arrived, no illegal substances were found, and the siblings had already been moved into separate rooms. Lily's naive younger brother had even been persuaded to lie to the inspector. After the inspector left, an angry Lily snatched a toy from her brother's hands and tossed it into the trash. But while digging through it, she came across some discarded letters. It turned out Terry had withdrawn over $30,000 from the trust fund under the pretense of enrolling the siblings in a private school, even though they had never attended it. The school had refunded the tuition by check, and the money had ended up in Terry's account. On top of that, Lily found a postcard from her uncle in the trash and secretly noted down his phone number. Finally, when she tried to log into her email, she discovered that Terry had already shut down her account. That night, Lily heard the phone ring and quietly made her way to the kitchen, picking up the extension to listen in.